just ordinariness. The sound, the wind blowing, people talking, thinking happening, feelings, sensations. Everything just as it is already whole and complete. In the story, the sensations, the talking that seems to be happening, it may seem as if there is a meaning behind, but there is no meaning. It's happening already. It may seem as if the story is going somewhere. There is somebody who has to achieve something, get something, but that's just a story. There isn't anything to achieve. There isn't anybody who separates from what is this to get anything already. There's just this ordinariness, space, and the appearances in the space, which may appear as the activity, stories, imaginations, labels. Everything as it is beautiful. It's okay. There is already no wrong or right with anything. Even assuming that there must be something wrong or right, it's not wrong or right. It's just this. It's just this. Just what is expressing. All there is this. All there is wholeness, vastness. There's no separation. Even when a thought of separation may seem to appear, it's just that, it's just this, which isn't separate, appearing as a thought of separation. So everything, in a way, seems to be okay. Even the thought of separation is okay. Thinking that there's somewhere to go, to get to, it's okay. Because it's already an expression of this, which isn't going anywhere, which isn't moving already. It is already completeness. It is already wholeness. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. Even the feeling that there's some, or the sense that seems to say there's something missing, it's already whole and complete. It's just wholeness expressing as that. There isn't anybody to do anything here. There isn't anybody to gain anything or to lose anything. This can't be gained. This can't be lost because it's whole. There's no separation. So there is no special somebody here who knows something. They're just words appearing from nothing. And the listening, which may be, there may be an assumption that somebody's listening. But that assumption as it is already wholeness expressing as that. There isn't anybody who's assuming anything here. This talking is already empty. This listening is already empty. There isn't anybody to gain or lose anything. So no one can be misled in a way. A thought of being misled is already totality, it's already whole and complete.
Or enlightened for that matter. Nobody can be enlightened.
Sorry?
Or enlightened for that matter. Nobody can be enlightened.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, all these are just stories and they're already empty. There's just timelessness.
I think you might have hit the mute button.
It's
That's better. It's better.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all there is timelessness appearing as time, boundlessness appearing to be bound. There's just freedom, and there's no one to be free. If a thought appears to say, but I'm here, I need freedom, that's already freedom saying that. That's already freedom appearing as a thought saying, I need freedom. I'm not free yet. I'm not freedom already. I'm getting closer. Maybe someday, if I keep on hearing this message, I will eventually become free or be united with the whole. That's freedom already, saying those words or appearing as a thought.
Sorry, just a second. I'm sorry. We might, if it dies, I'll reach out to you on Messenger. My computer is using energy faster than it's charging it. It's the strangest thing. Anyway, story of my life.
It's okay. Being somebody who's living life, who's sitting on a chair, that's all imaginary. It's an imagination. This is empty already. The body as it is already empty. There is no one there except as a thought. It's just a thought. It means nothing. I'm Gosi, I'm sitting on a chair talking to Charles. Those are just thoughts. There isn't anybody anyway. There isn't anybody here who's talking to anybody. So this is freedom. Somehow this doesn't mind. If talking appears to happen, it's beautiful, you know? If something asks a question, and an answer may seem to appear from nowhere, that doesn't mean that there are two actual people talking. That can be seen as just an assumption that there are people. There's no one here. And this isn't trying to convince anybody That's all there is this. There can be a suggestion here that whatever is happening or not is already whole and complete. So there's no agency to convey the message or to save anyone here. Because it is seen already that all there is timelessness. There is no past, there is no present, there's no future. All those are just appearances from this timelessness. This already isn't going anywhere. This is already empty and full, in a sense that it's everything already. Yet it's empty. So the person or can never really find freedom because it doesn't exist as separate from freedom. It is freedom already appearing as a person. So there's no actual separate person to find freedom and become one with freedom. There's just freedom.
So how do you tell that to the enslaved?
Sorry?
So how do you tell that to the enslaved?
Well, this doesn't say the other. So here it is seen that there is no one who's enslaved. There is no victim. But a thought of being a victim may seem to appear in this. But it is already that which isn't a victim appearing as a thought of being a victim. So really, there's nothing to do there. There's no advice for the imaginary one. No advice can be given for that one because it's imaginary. There's nothing there.
Yet it's what you spend all your time doing.
Well, it may appear like that, but it's just what's happening. It is and isn't. It's just a story, an empty story happening. Yet, it is not a story. It appears to be the story, but it's not a story. It's nothing. So there is nothing to be found, and there is nobody to find anything. There's just what is this vastness. The wind blowing, cars hooting, the space in the room itself, the silence, the sound. It doesn't really mean anything. There's nowhere to get to. There's no one to climb the mountain, to reach the pinnacle of the mountain.